Mind control is what I do. I do it all day long, and I do it with everyone I meet. Now, that may be creepy to some people. I can totally understand that. But really, it's not as sinister as it sounds. The truth is that mind control is everywhere. Everyone wants to control the minds of others. I mean, think about it. Everyone wants to get their way with other people, so it's a natural thing to want it. Now, many people have different names for it. Some may call it persuasion. Others call it seduction. Some even call it manipulation. I call it mind control because that's what it is. With the right words, you can have control over anyone. It's that simple. And that's not all. With the right words, you can make anyone fall in love with you. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do that. Ready? Good. But before you start, I've got to warn you. Mind control is like a bullfight. If you do it well, you can dominate and conquer your love life with ease. But if you're careless, you'll end up getting gored and tossed like a rag doll. Be the skilled matador, not the hapless rookie. This video will show you how to use mind control to become the ultimate matador. With mind control, you will win the hearts of women and make them fall all over you, and it'll be an incredible experience. Are you ready? Good. Now, before I show you what to do to wield the power of mind control, let's start with things not to do. These are what we call rookie mistakes in Shogun Method HQ. Almost everyone who begins learning mind control will blunder this way, but you don't have to. In fact, avoid this one huge rookie mistake and you're halfway to mind control mastery. Want to know what this mistake is? I'll tell you what it is. But first, take 2 seconds to give my video a quick like. Because once you do, I'll reveal the mistake. And believe me, it'll blow your mind. I bet you're making it and yet you don't realize it. Most guys make this mistake. So, what is the biggest rookie mistake that guys make with mind control? Click like now and I'll tell you. Go. Done? Great. Let's go. The biggest rookie mistake is trying to persuade a woman. I mean, there's a place and time for persuasion. For example, if you are a salesman, then persuasion skills may make you more money. But guess what? Persuasion doesn't work with love and women. Most guys think, how do I persuade her to go out with me? How do I persuade her to be my girlfriend? How do I persuade her to sleep with me? Wrong, wrong, wrong. Why? Well, it's because if you're trying to persuade a woman, what are you doing? You're trying to change her mind. If she has already decided to reject you, she's already placing herself on a pedestal, and she'll be looking down upon you as your desperate attempt to sway her. Think about it. If you're a salesman trying to persuade a customer, your customer holds power over you. If you're trying to persuade your boss for a raise, your boss holds power over you. And it's the same thing with a woman. If you're a man trying to persuade a woman, she holds power over you. As Derek Rake once said, love is a power struggle. If you're the weaker one in the relationship, you've already lost. So, here's the thing to understand. You should never, ever persuade a woman. Mind control is on the flip side. It is not persuasion. It's entirely different. Now, if mind control is not persuasion, then what is it? The short answer is influence. Mind control is influence. Persuasion, influence. What's the difference? Well, instead of persuading a woman, you influence her by doing this. You make her think that your suggestion is the one that makes the most sense. She must conclude that on her own. For example, let's say you meet a gorgeous woman in town, and you invite her for drinks. You use mind control on her. She thinks, I'd be crazy not to date him, and she comes to that conclusion on her own. What follows? She will say yes right away. Now, imagine this. You've been dating a fantastic woman for a while. You ask her to be your girlfriend. She ponders and thinks, he's a catch. I'd be insane to turn him down. And what happens? She'll agree. In both cases, you need zero persuasion. You're an obvious yes. Any sane woman will think that way. And mind control will make her think of you that way. An obvious yes. How about that? Next, we've come to the highlight of this video. I'll show you how to use mind control on any woman in 4 steps. It's a mind control protocol that we use to make any woman fall in love. Before we continue, take a moment and hit that subscribe button below. By doing that, you'll be one of us, and you'll get my videos ahead of everyone else. Come join the Brotherhood and click subscribe now. Also, hit the bell icon so you'll get notified when my next video guide is out. Go do it now because I'll wait here. Done? Welcome to the movement. You're now one of us, so congratulations. Let's do a quick recap. Here's what we have covered so far. 1. Mind control is the key to success with women. 2. Mind control is not persuasion. It's about making a woman think your suggestion is the most obvious choice to make. And 3. You want to be a woman's obvious yes, and you can do that in 4 steps. What are the 4 steps? In Shogun method, we have something we call the I-Ray model. I-Ray stands for the 4 stages: intrigue, rapport, attract, and finally, the E stage. Now, if you're wondering why I'm not naming the E stage in full, I'll explain later, so keep watching. Everything will make sense to you, I promise. Let's break down the I-Ray model now. The first stage is the I, or intrigue stage. This is where everything starts. In this stage, you'll capture a woman's attention and spark her interest, and you'll do this using a mind control tactic we call intrigue pings. The second stage is R, or the rapport stage. This is where she'll warm up to you, getting to know you better. She'll like you, though there's nothing romantic or sexual yet. In the R stage, you'll use an arsenal of mind control tactics like Barnum statements and Shogun sequences. The third stage is A, or the attract stage. This is where you build an emotional and sexual bond with her, and you do this with implanted commands. The A stage is where she falls in love with you. The fourth and final stage is the E stage, and this is where things get really exciting. The first 3 stages in the I-Ray model are about making a woman fall in love. The fourth and final stage is about keeping her in love. You do that by establishing a deep emotional grip over her. Now, here's the thing to know about the E stage. This is where most guys screw up. Rejections and breakups happen because guys never make it to this step. We can't really blame them, because unlike us shoguns, they never got to know about it. So, what is the E stage? What does E stand for? Well, apparently, I can't even say the name without triggering some people off. You know how sensitive some folks are, right? But here's what I can tell you though. The E stage is about emotional addiction. It's about using mind control to make her emotionally addicted to you. And when she is, she will need you like she needs water to drink and air to breathe. Heavy shit, right? Do you understand now why this knowledge is so controversial? I mean, some people will go absolutely nuts if they find out that this kind of thing exists. I know, because the first time I learned it, I thought to myself, holy crap, how can this possibly be legal? And of course, knowledge is knowledge. There's nothing right or wrong about it. It's the same thing with mind control. It's how you use it that matters. To me, the most important thing is that it works. After all, 18,000 shoguns can't be wrong. Here's the thing though. Because of the nature of this knowledge, I can't say more without angry folks spamming me with hate comments. But here's what I can do for you. I'll show you a place where you can get to learn the I-Ray model for free. How does that sound? Okay, so all you need to do is to head on to this site right now, iraymodel.com. That's IRAEMODEL.com. There, you'll get the complete, uncensored picture of the I-Ray model, including the E stage. So, here's what to do next. Open up a browser window and go to iraymodel.com. Check if it is still online. If it is, you'll get to download a beautiful 34-page digital book written by Shogun Method's Derek Rake himself. This will change your life for good. Trust me.